We had a leak from our sink. The old sink strainer has 2 washers on it and then some plumber's putty, and after removing the old one, it was clear that that stuff wasn't doing its job. So the challenge we had was that the strainer has a screw that attaches on the underside to hold it in place. Well, this screw, which screws on like this, was locked. I couldn't unscrew it. I used this hair dryer to warm it up, see if that would work. I used this wrench that's specifically designed to remove screws like this, and it wouldn't budge. On the inside of the strainer, I used these tools that lock and hold it in place at the top, and then when you're underneath squeezing in tight spaces trying to unscrew it, in theory you can get them to pry open. It wouldn't work. So eventually I used another tool, and I ended up drilling holes inside of this plastic bolt. And I screwed so many that it eventually broke, which was my intention. Then I was able to pull this out from the top and remove this from the bottom. I have since purchased a new one. This is Easy Lock sink strainer. It's stainless steel. It was about $20. All right, we're gonna start by cleaning out the old rim. Lots of crud on there. Barkeeper's helper would likely do the trick. Might have some. Matter of fact, I do. Let's just try a little bit of this. That wasn't exactly a little, that's kind of a lot. Let's wipe that off. This stuff's great on sinks, by the way. Just gonna take a big chunk of this. Squish it. This is kind of fun. It's like working with Play-Doh as a kid. It smells like Play-Doh. Funny. And it doesn't matter if it's extra thick, because we can just cut it out later. So there we go. I'm just gonna pop it in there like this. I'm assuming this is how you do it. Put our ring in place. Putty ring. Cut this here. Big, thick ring of putty. All right. Beautiful. All good and in place. And we're going to set this just as is. Squish it down nice and tight. And you're going to see some of that putty ooze out. Beautiful. Nice. All right. I'm going to leave that alone. We're going to end up just cutting this excess out. It'll clean it up. It'll clean up just perfectly. So next up, we're going to attach underside. Rubber, metal. All right, let's get rid of this excess plumber's putty. Put our sink strainer back in. All right, so I replaced the drain plug, new plumber's putty, and I still have a leak right here. You can see the bubbles. And I have been capturing it down in a bucket beneath. With the sink is a tailpipe. The tailpipe needs a washer to prevent leakage coming from here. And so the washer actually goes inside of this screw, connects to the tailpipe, wraps around that pipe, and then connects here and creates a watertight seal. So the final step is to go ahead and finish connecting the P-trap and call it a day. Not a drop.